Hello there. Today we're going to talk about the Bushido Code and why it is relevant in the course of historical study. But first, let's smoke. That's right, this is Stoned History. My name is GameZar, and if you would like to smoke along, you can do that. You don't have to. We do not endorse it or condone any illegal activity. And with that being said, let's get into the subject. Bushido is a samurai code concerning Japanese samurai attitudes, behavior, and lifestyle. Japanese pronunciation, Bushido. Its origin dates back to the Kamakura period, but it's formalized in the Edo period. There are multiple types of Bushido, which evolved significantly through history. Contemporary forms of Bushido are still used in the social and economic organization of Japan. Bushido is also used as an overarching term for all codes, practices, philosophies, and principles of samurai culture. It is loosely analogous to all the European concept of chivalry, but with some major differences. The concept of a samurai code, or codes, was developed and refined centuries before the Edo period and the Kamakura period. Such ideas formalized other earlier moral values and ethics, most commonly stressing a combination of sincerity, frugality, loyalty, martial arts, mastery, honor until death, bravery, and loyalty to the samurai's lord. Bushido proper developed between the 16th and 20th centuries, but this was debated by pundits who believed they were building on a legacy dating back to the 10th century, basically saying, no, our ancestors were doing this forever. Which is probably not true. The term Bushido itself is rarely attested in pre-modern literature, but a code of honor did exist among the writing elite and historians who are generally disgusted enough with dishonorable activity in some fighters, such as the shinobi, as to rarely mention them. Ideas of honor that led to Bushido developed in response to the long-standing dishonorable behavior of samurai, emerging stealth and espionage techniques and Zen Buddhist soldier tenets. For centuries, the samurai adhered to modern types of code, of which the interpretations varied per samurai clan, per member of military nobility. This encompassed morality and role in society, and how to live a life with honor and virtue. The samurai had some common values, but they did not have a single definition or path that all samurai were required to abide. The samurai were as practical on the battlefield as any other warriors. These concepts, codes, and ideals were ingrained in the samurai since they rose to power in the Kamakura period. At certain eras, there were prevalent rules and unwritten customs such as way of the bow and the horse. Since the 12th century, and in the Edo period, the code of the samurai was formalized with specific virtues and laws by the ruling of the Tokugawa shogunate. Notable samurai such as Miyamoto Musashi and Yamamoto Tsunetomo wrote extensively about their interpretations of Bushido. In the 1800s, the Meiji Restoration abolished the samurai class, and they were transferred to professional, military, and business classes. Bushido is often described as a specific moral code that all members of the samurai class were obliged to follow. However, historically, the samurai adhered to multiple warrior codes, and the interpretations varied per samurai clan, individual, and eras. These codes and philosophies changed dramatically during the different eras. The earliest proto-Bushido type existed since the Kamakura era period. Degrees of devotion and interpretations varied between individuals. Since at least the Sengoku period, samurais didn't have compunction to use certain weapons. Retreating from battles did occur if it was unwinnable, while others chose to fight till the end. Samurai did not actively seek an honorable death. However, it was honorable to die in the service of a daimyo, only while fighting, furthering a daimyo's cause. Samurai had dark customs. Seppuku was a suicide ritual. Crossroad killings. However, it and other types of samurai committed murder did happen enough to become a point of complaint among Europeans. Sujigiri. Samurai did head collection with a ritual to beautify severed heads of worthy rivals to put on display. Samurai also used various cruel punishments on criminals. The most common capital punishments were in severity decapitation. Decapitation with disgraceful exposure of head post-death. Crucifixion. Death by burning. Members of the samurai class had the privilege before suicide disemboweling. If it was not lethal, then a friend or relation performed decapitation. So as we can see, some pretty messed up shit these guys were doing. Makes you think.